63 years ago, a man was born named Martin Luther King Jr. 63 years later, on the anniversary of his birth, people are coming together all over America to celebrate his life and what his life means to us. As a student of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I never followed Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We as Muslims did not necessarily agree with his methodology, nor did he necessarily agree with ours. But as you live, you grow. And as you live and experience more and more of life, you mature. Looking back on Dr. King and looking back on the era of the 60s and the great leaders that struggled so mightily that we might have whatever improvement in life we may have today, I see Dr. King in a new light. I see the civil rights movement in a new light. In fact, I see just about everything new. And there's nothing wrong with that. Each of us as human beings have the responsibility to grow. Each of us should be evolving more and more toward God. We should be evolving even more toward perfection. Jesus said these words, "Be ye perfect, even as I am perfect." In the Quran, Allah says, "Kun fayakun." Be, and it is. So when Jesus, speaking the will of God, said, "Be ye perfect, even as I am perfect," the forces were already arranged to ultimately bring about the perfection of human beings. But human beings can never be made perfect until there is a manifestation of all of the defects in us. So what we are witnessing in today's troubled world is the manifestation of defects. Defects in the society, defects in the institutions, defects in the leaders, defects in their followers, defects in our children, defects in ourselves. But we should not be troubled by the manifestation of defects, even though it's like a body that is sick and it breaks out in boils. That is an ugly evolutionary development. But when the boil has busted and the poison has been removed and the body returned to health, then the ugliness of the boil leads to the beauty of a healthy organism. So it is with the ugly time of the manifestation of defects. We are looking at a society going totally to hell. And as it manifests defect after defect, we wonder, what is the world coming to? This one is coming to an end, but a new one is on the way in.